Okay, so this morning we're gonna go check out some of the trail cams. I'm just gonna take a walk up a couple of the trails just to see how things are doing, make sure there's no fallen trees. We had a lot of wind the last couple days, but yeah, we'll take a look up there and come back and check out the trail cams, see if anything interesting showed up on them. Okay, so this is kind of our first location for our trail cam. The idea of it was meant to look over this little, this was a food plot that I planted, and I probably need to replant again because it's kind of dwindled this year. But anyways, the trail cam kind of overlooks this food plot, and then as you can see over here, you know, the deer stand kind of overlooks the food plot and everything. So historically we've got some really good shots of, you know, deer that, and a lot of other animals actually, that come to this area. So we'll see what shows up on the trail cam this time when we get back. I wondered if I put the blinds like right here on this rock right in front of me. That way you kind of look over this huge valley, which I believe a lot of the deer kind of run like all down through here, which would give me a good vantage point. Yeah, so one thing I just noticed was right here is where I was considering putting the deer blind, and I just noticed when I looked up, I got two widowmakers crisscrossed right on each other. And I don't know how long they've been like that, but I kind of would rather not set up a blind underneath that unless they've been cut down first. So, you know, apparently it's all being held up by that one branch that's leaning up against that standing big tree. So anyways, I might have to figure that out. And then as soon as I've knocked those down, of course it's going to fall right on my spot and then right on the trail, so there's quite a bit of cleanup at that point. So I may have to consider that here, maybe take care of that before it gets too much longer into October. Alright, so now we're going to go down to the lower trail cam, the area that we call the campsite. So I'm going to go down there. This is a new place that I set up a trail cam this year, so I'm kind of anxious to see if anything showed up on that trail cam. This is the spot where my father-in-law got a pretty big 10-point buck last season. So kind of tracking this area a little bit more this year. Okay, so here we are at the camp area, and sorry for a little bit of wind here, but we call this the camp area because there's this spot here that's kind of a big flat area, and we've actually set up a tent here before. We also set up a blind and usually hunt down here as well. Anyways, I set up the trail cam right here on this tree. I don't know if you can see that. And yeah, just gonna check out and see what the trail cam picked up here. So go back to the cabin and check it out on the computer. Here's kind of a view of what this area looks like. You can kind of see, like, down below there is like a marshy type of, well, it's kind of a marsh where the creek kind of spills into, and eventually it fills up down here and then empties into a creek. And then over there you can kind of see beyond the trees is a huge cornfield, probably a good 40 to 60 acres of a cornfield back there, but seems to be a good area. So this was one of the bucks that showed up on the camera not too long ago. It's I think it's probably a 3-year-old buck. It's not the world's oldest buck, but it certainly has potential. And it looks like it's pretty decent sized. And here's another smaller buck, younger buck, that was just walking down the driveway. And not really the world's biggest. Probably maybe a year or two old, maybe. But I just like seeing that we have a decent population that are growing up and are around the property. Certainly we'll track him into the next couple years and see what he looks like, down the road. Then here's another one that we caught on camera right up by the deer stand that I built. I'm not sure if it's the same one as the previous photo of the one walking down the driveway, but I'm curious to hear what you guys might think, if you think it might be the same one. Again, this is a younger buck, but I'm happy to see that there's younger bucks around, and hopefully they'll make it a habit of visiting all these different areas on our property. The other thing that we frequently capture on camera are all the turkeys that are in the area. There's been times, I think I counted as many as 15 or 16 turkeys in one single photo. And I don't know, I'm kind of excited about that because I've been considering, getting into to hunting those birds as well down the road. But for now, it's just fun to kind of track them and see what shows up on camera, and what's happening up there on the top of the hill. And this is actually another picture that I captured. Is the last picture actually that we captured. Janelle was thinking that this might be the same buck that we saw down earlier on the camp area, right? That other photo just a couple photos ago. But I don't know, I'm not sure. It seems like his body is a lot smaller and the rack might be a little bit different. But definitely curious to hear what everybody else thinks, and maybe put some of your comments down below, and let us know what your thoughts are. And thanks for watching this video. In the future, I plan to kind of make the rounds and see what else we capture on the trail cams. Hopefully this is exciting for you guys to see. I want to kind of make the greatest hits, if you will, of the different things that we capture. But either way, let me know if you guys might be interested in seeing more of this.